So we are now on the road for day 18. We slept in. We actually today got up at 6, I think 6:30 or something. It was a bit later. Boy, was that nice not getting up at 4 o'clock to go and run. So we're trying to be a little bit more normal today, have like a normal existence, which means that we're heading out to Kapitanovtsi and we are going to run, I've got about, well, maybe 10 miles today, so just a short bite out of the total distance that will take me through the Serbian border and to Nagotin, to basically treat this kind of almost as a rest day and then just kick about town or something, or we might go visit somewhere else. Feeling good after that sleep, like feel well recharged. We just had a nice breakfast at the bakery, and yeah, it just does feel nice not to have the pressure of a 30 miler on your back for once in almost 3 weeks. And going to take it very, very steady today. We've already sort of went out last night and looked at the route. We start off in a little village, go through another small village, and then we'll hit a main road. On that main road, there is a hill which is about 14 kilometers. Got someone running. There's actually someone running on the street. I've not seen that in about 3 weeks. Apart from me and Dimi, that's the only people I've seen running, so that's incredible. That's a good sign. Yeah, so there's like a 3k pretty steady hill that I've got to take in today. But if I get the 10 miles down today, it means that tomorrow's is only 15 as well. So we've got another short day tomorrow, and I think that's going to be really important for overall recovery. So positive spirits today, feeling happy. Just going to go and tick these over and come back and have a nice day not running for a bit, which would be nice. So we're just heading out now and we'll go and get it done. So this morning we're running the trucks for a bit here, basically until running the trucks until I can reach the petrol station and get on the other main road. But where there are trucks, there are no dogs, so I'll take it. So day 18 is coming to a close. It's about 8 o'clock here. It's been one of the better days actually. The running was short. It was on a road where I could run kind of fairly free. There were no dogs. There were a fair amount of trucks at one point, but the rest of it was pretty kind of clean and clear. 5K big long hill, but that was okay. I actually enjoyed sort of strolling up that really. I took it nice and easy and had Dimitar to pick me up at the end, and then we drove back in. We're still in Vidan, which is where we've been for now. This will be our second night. I feel like I've been here for a month. leave here tomorrow. We'll drive back to my stop point tonight, and I've got, I think, about 10 k's left in Bulgaria to hit the Bulgarian-Serbian border. Then I'm going to cross over and I'm going to head for Nagotin in Serbia. I'm actually being met at the border by a contact that I've sort of found before I came out here, which is great. There's a few other people going to join. So that'll be a really nice introduction to Serbia tomorrow, hopefully, for those first miles up to where we're going to stay. And then we're into Serbia. I mean, I feel strong. Having got this far, 500 miles, 17 or 18 days, body feels pretty good. Feet have settled down. Got a few bits on my hips, a bit kind of creaky. A couple of tendons a little bit sore, but you know, based on the mileage in that kind of time, I feel like the body's responded really well. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling pretty mentally strong. There's challenges up ahead for sure. You know, for a start, I've just been looking at very soon, in a couple of days' time, I've got to work out how to get through the Danube National Park in Serbia, which is like 160 kilometers wide. It's quite, we're going to get some elevation in that. We're going to have some days where there's going to be like 1,000 meters of climbing over the sort of 30 miles that I'll do. And I don't quite know how much water there is, or options for villages and fueling and all of that kind of stuff. There's some tunnels that I've got to navigate as well through the iron gates, which are dark. There's no lights, there's cars, and yeah, I have to check out how safe they're going to be. I'm hoping tomorrow we'll get to Nagotin, going to have Bojan who's going to pick me up, and then we're going to be able to get some sort of local information about what lies ahead a little bit. I've been trying to find out whether or not there are bears in this national park and upgrade the dogs to bears. I'm also obviously going to be asking whether or not there are any dogs, and what I feel like in Serbia, maybe there might be less sort of stray dogs, but I still feel like there's going to be certainly sort of guard dogs and farm dogs, those bits and pieces, but hopefully fewer of them. I'm just hoping that Serbia opens up a whole different world of running without kind of sort of fear, basically. I've also just found out that my wife and my son are going to come out and join me on the 18th of July. So basically in about a week's time, I'm going to have company for 5 days. I'm going to get to give my little boy a cuddle, which, in about 5 days, I'm going to get to give my little boy a cuddle, which is going to be, yeah, amazing. I can't wait for that. Give him a hug and see my wife and have some company for 5 days from those guys, and get Riley to see some of amazing countryside through Serbia. And that will take me quite a way through up to Belgrade. And once, you know, Belgrade's a big milestone on this journey as well. And yeah, if I can keep moving strong, keep doing the right things, you know, I'm still got to be meticulous. I've had a couple of days where I've eased off a bit in terms of mileage, and you know, I had Dimi to help me, and it's been quite comfortable, and you know, the backpack in the car for some stretches. And the danger is that you sort of then ease off the gas mentally, but I've still got to keep kind of, you know, dialing in all those really important things that I've got to do, listening to my body, eating the right food, you know, going through the process every morning of what I'm doing with my kit, going through the process every morning when I come back, every after post run, what I do with my kit and charging, and yeah, not get lazy with all of those things. It has felt today a little bit like a holiday, and that's good in some ways. It's been a sort of freedom for the mind, but it's not a holiday. I've still got lots and lots of work to do, and it's gonna, you know, I've still got to dial in and concentrate and focus, and then let's get across Serbia. Hey, let's go and try and sort of enjoy running through some of these. I know what awaits me through the Danube National Park and the Iron Gates is going to be absolutely glorious. I think it's going to be tough and glorious, but looking forward to the next chapter. I've got kind of mixed emotions. This whole trip is a bit of a whirlwind. It's a bit ups and downs and sort of a roller coaster. It's you kind of win one day, and then you know there's some moments of elation, and there's these real kind of highs, particularly when you nail a run and you finish it. You get to sort of sit down, you get back to the hotel room, and you just feel strong, and you getting that kind of it's like a post-race buzz, and the adrenaline's high, you've got all the endorphins, and then that day is done, and you realise that actually the next day is a new challenge again, and the challenge comes round again, and it's different, and it's to be fresh challenges, different things to contend with, and you've got to go and do it all over again. So the glory of what you just did doesn't really last very long, because you're facing having to go and do it again. And I think that's one of the hardest challenges. Like right now, I'm already sort of not feeling nervous about going over across to Serbia, but I'm gonna say there's a little bit of trepidation about kind of what lies ahead. And it's kind of natural to feel that way. It's basically kind of fear of the unknown. You can't do anything about it. I just have to see what comes, you know, take it on my stride when it does come. But the feeling is there, and yeah, it's very easy to get to this point, you know, nearly 20 days in and 500 miles, and sort of start to be perhaps a little bit celebratory about it all across the country. There's been a few milestones, but it's too early. It's way too early to be doing that. There's just a very, very long way to go. I think my only real solution to that and my approach really has been just taking one day at a time. You know, so you roll with it. You sort of, I swallow the sort of slight nervousness, go and get some good sleep, get up, get the pack on, put on the suit of armour. You know, when I'm putting on my kit now, it feels a little bit like I'm suiting up to go and, you know, go into battle again against the road. And then when I've got the pack on, I feel sort of strong and solid. And then I think, you know, once I get a handle on what Serbia is like and what the countryside is like and all of those things, and you settled into it, that hopefully will then start to tick over, you know, as it sort of did with Romania, albeit, you know, it's had its moments where it was good and bad, and I didn't feel entirely comfortable all the time when I was running. But yeah, my big prayer really for the next stretch ahead is just to be able to run without fear. You know, if all I've got to do is eat the miles and I don't have to worry about what might eat me, that will be a bonus. But anyway, from Vidan, from Bulgaria, about 6 more miles, or 10, maybe 10 k's. Yeah, so two park runs left in Bulgaria, and then we're going to be crossing over, getting another stamp in the passport. We'll be into Serbia, and yeah, I'm hoping if you're out there, people of Serbia, watching the channel, if you want to come run with me, the route is in the caption below. I'd love to have you come ride a bike with me, come walk 5k with me, pop up somewhere and stop me for a coffee, whatever. Tell me something about the route that I'm on. The local knowledge would be ever so useful for me. Anything is very, very welcome. So yeah, check it all out below. You could also follow me on @ManVMiles on Instagram or Kieran Alger on Twitter. And of course, for everyone else out there, we're raising money for charity here for poverty impacted children. We've raised about £2,500 so far. I want to get that number way, way higher than that. So hit the charity link in the caption below. Donate if you can. If you can't, share this with your friends and family, other people, other runners, other people you think might be, you know, find this challenge inspired to donate to help people who, you know, some kids who really need it across Romania, you know, across the world, with UNICEF, with Save the Children. One of the charities I'm raising for is also called Starfish. They work with AIDS affected children in South Africa. Romania, Kapitanovtsi, have projects out in Romania. And then there's one that helps children in the UK who can't afford to have breakfast before they go to school, to get good breakfast so they can get on with learning and improving their kind of life chances. So all of those things really, really important. And yeah, I want to raise as much money for those people as I possibly can. So all donations would be welcome. Shares are also helpful. But I'm off to now go and get some rest and get ready to complete Bulgaria.